What's going on, guys? It's been a while. It's been an even longer while since we talked about Sorcery Contested Realm. You see a box there. Now, I just happen to have these TPS reports come across my desk. And they're about sorcery. And I thought I'd share it with you guys because I found it quite interesting. And I thought maybe you guys would find it interesting. So we'll go over it, we'll discuss it, and you let me know what you guys think, right? So, sorry for all the, big words and whatnot, right? But let me just kind of read over this, right, and we'll talk about it, and I'll kind of, as you can see here, I've picked out some parts I want to talk about. So, let's start, shall we? Over the past year, the secondary market for Sorcery Contested Realm has shown steady growth and stabilization. Beta Edition's global release in late September 2024, all the way to, we got Arthurian Legends, and now we have Gothic coming out December 5th, 2025. Now, beta card prices averaging 20 cents, probably some even cheaper to $5 for commons and rares. So we have good entry pricing if you want to build a basic deck that's not all foil blinged out. It's pretty cheap. Also, if you're not aware, as far as like uniques, they're mythics, you can only have one per card in your deck. Foils for beta hold a premium of values for base cards around $10 to $40, which is true, and I'd say there's even some cheaper ones. Sealed beta booster boxes trade for anywhere from, and this is over the year, right, from $115 to, they did spike to $244 for a while. And if you're paying attention right now, you'll see that there is a movement on beta boxes. And I'm going to make a wild prediction that, by let's say December 5th, I believe beta boxes will be again near $200. Currently expected EV from pulling cards in the value of these boxes, you're looking at anywhere from 100, 120. So I'd say it's about averaging 100. I do think it's a little bit over that now with the way card prices are going. Now, while alpha boxes do remain scarce, they did kind of drop to around like an $800 price point, but you're starting to see those kind of sure up now more in like the high 900s. Events like Gen Con 2024 boosted demand, and by mid 2025, listings grew 50%, with eBay auctions averaging 10 to 15 bids. European trades on card market now supporting sorcery average basically same thing around that 100 to 150 euros a box. Now again, there have been 3 reprint waves. That third reprint wave did significantly drop the prices, but as you can, again, just go look on TCG Player. As you can see, those boxes are disappearing. Overall, no major fluctuations occurred. We did have some, again, but for singles, not much. No major fluctuations occurred. Prices trended upwards 10 to 20% for key cards supported by organized and community events, which I agree, right? Like, go look at certain cards, especially like Grapple Shot, right? Like, that one in particular went from, I guess, again, I don't really play it as much, but I'm assuming it's not as playable anymore because Grapple Shot has dropped quite a bit, while other, just normal looking that you would think they're just basic rares or whatever, you could definitely see a correlation in price based on playability. Now, looking ahead, the market appears poised for continued expansion. The Gothic Horror set launched December 5th, 2025, introduces new mechanics and themes. With pre-orders already 20 to 30% above distributor costs on secondary sites. Now this is pretty average. Again, I think even Arthurian Legends and even beta boxes, they got quite a bit above. Now, this is the part where I don't believe this report kind of contradicts itself. So anyone in the comments, if you know, please let me know. But I think it kind of answers itself here. I think this part I'm about to read you is incorrect, and I'm gonna tell you why I think it's incorrect. Anticipated scarcity for limited variants could push box prices to $200 to $300 initially. Now let me tell you why this isn't true. Now what this is referring to, let me read this part to you. This is separate. Alternate art cards in Sorcery Contested Realms Gothic set, the Gothic Horrors expansion, introduces 440 cards. Now this is the key part. The confirmed alternate art variants are limited to exclusives and pre-constructed decks and promotional items. No widespread alt arts for standard booster boxes have been spoiled yet. So if they have been spoiled, let me know if I'm wrong on that. So right now what it looks like is there's basically going to be what's called the Prophets of Doom pre-constructed decks. You're going to have Harbinger, Necromancer, Savior, Persecutor. New keyword synergies are coming, obviously. And then there are 3 promotional. You have like a Skeleton alt art, exclusive pre-order Gothic booster box alt art from Team Covenant, as always. And who knows, maybe even Rudy will have a, I don't know if he had an alt art for Arthurian Legends. I can't remember. So there's keywords like the evil keyword. Wait, collection mechanic. Focus on mechanics over variants. But more promos emerged. And then obviously we talked about there was a huge rule update in July. I'm not going to go over too much of that really. But apparently the rules update was pretty helpful in making things a little bit more unified movement of attacking rules. Impact simplifies teaching the game and reduces disputes during turns. Designer notes highlights as a natural unification. Scrying and deck peaking adjustments. Impact encourages dramatic decisions in deck building and scales better for future sets like Gothic Horrors to reverse the old Spark Mage. It reverses the old Spark Mage FAQ for, okay. I wonder if that's why Spark Mage, does Spark Mage just like plummet in price? There's some other stuff. I would highly, if you're a player, I'm not a player, so I'm not really huge into that. But what does that all mean? What does it all mean? If you want my opinion, with the way Magic's going, with the decisions that are being made, if you're someone who loved old vintage Magic, if you liked the feel, the vibe of Magic, if you liked collecting Magic, I think a lot of those guys, I mean, you just look, about half the sorcery artists are old Magic artists, right? Anyone who still loves art, collecting art, hand painted, if you are like a true collector investor of cardboard, I don't see how you can't be fascinated and interested in sorcery. I know I haven't talked about it a lot. It's definitely for me my I pretty much made my money on sorcery, and that was kind of, around the alpha time and all of that. And basically, I kind of hold on to alpha foils I like, not even super expensive ones. It's all of them are under $100, right? I have basically every elite, exceptional, all those for alpha foils, right? And then beta, I still have, I probably have 5 of every beta foil, besides like the uniques. Just because, I was able to make enough money off sorcery to where I kind of was like, I'm just going to hold this stuff because I really like it. I don't really buy a lot of sorcery anymore. I only, to give you an idea, I bought cases and cases and cases of beta, and I bought, maybe like a case and a half of alpha. But, I was buying, beta boxes for like $100 and just hitting curios and foil philosophers, right? So extremely lucky with clumping on that. And I basically got out and, I don't want to say it collapsed, right? But I mean, I was selling foil philosopher stones for like 800 to 1,000. They're now what, like 600? So, but just look at box prices. I do think, point of this video, sorcery, it's here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere. I have very high faith in sorcery. Well, sounds kind of weird. I have faith in sorcery. My grandma's probably shifting in her grave right now. I'll have to tell you guys a story about the time I brought up sorcery at my grandma's house, and she lost. Oh, good times. But anyway, guys, point of the video. If you're investing, just stick with Pokemon. I'm gonna say that in every video. If you're new to this, just stick with Pokemon. But if you're not new to this, you know what you're doing. You like to have some fun, guys. I think sorcery really, and I do think the one set a year. I think that is actually working out very well. I don't know. Something to keep an eye on, guys. What? Let me know. What do I know? I don't know nothing. You guys tell me in the comments, as always. Please tell me what's going on. I don't know. Have a good one, guys.